Let It Be, a song that many people believe was a dig at Mick Jagger, the frontman for the Rolling Stones, is surely not an exception to the rule that John Lennon, the member of the Beatles, was never one to mince his words in speech or music. A long-standing relationship between the bands, which, depending on the day and the member of each band, could range from amicable to confrontational, was the impetus for the creation of the song. In the 1960s, the Fab Four and the Stones were two of the most popular bands to emerge from the United Kingdom. As a result, there were several stories that chronicled the competition that existed between the two bands. The comments that John Lennon made in an interview with Rolling Stone in 1971 increased the significance of these stories. John Lennon has described his early relationship with the Rolling Stones as being really favorable in an interview that he gave to Rolling Stone in 1971. "We were sitting in close proximity to the Stones, but I spent a lot of time with Brian and Mick, and I don't know how close the other people were to both of them. You should know that I admire them." In spite of this, relationships are known to undergo transformations, and John Lennon's relationship with Mick Jagger, the frontman for the Stones, was no exception. During the course of the conversation, a few questions later, Lennon stated that he had not seen Jagger in quite some time. The former member of the Beatles pondered, "I think Mick got jealous. When it came to Mick and the Stones, I have always shown a great deal of respect. However, he made a number of scathing remarks about the Beatles, which have caused me a great deal of pain. I am able to criticize the Beatles, but in no way should Mick Jagger be allowed to criticize them." After that, Lennon mentioned a few albums and songs that he believed the Stones had taken from the Beatles collection. The Beatles released their final album as a band, titled Let It Be, 1 year prior to John Lennon's publication of Rolling Stone, in which he made a criticism of fellow rock star Mick Jagger that was not exactly subtle. A peppy piece that alternates between a sluggish riff and a backbeat groove, Dig a Pony, is the second track that is included on the album. With a few notable exceptions, the majority of the lyrics are completely incomprehensible. One example of a rock song that is quite typical is, "All I want is you." However, there is a stanza in the middle of the song that seems to be about Mick Jagger, according to some people.